Hello guys, back on the plot again. Just quickly put the kettle on. Can't go wrong with a cup of tea. I just thought I'd come down. Been down the past couple of days, just having tidy around. Burning some stuff off at the minute. Yeah, just having a little general tidy around at the minute. Sorted the greenhouse out the other day, like I said on the last video. Not that you can see very well because I've got the torch on because it's dark-ish. Yeah, so I sorted the greenhouse out, plenty of manure, bloodfish bone in the beds, got to clean all the grass down. Yeah, basically the last couple of days I've just been working on my compost, because obviously, as you can tell, I've got piles of compost here, there and everywhere. I've got another compost heap down on the other plot I've got to move over here. Nothing elaborate, like, you know, just neatened it off, tidied it up. The old boy down the road here, he's basically said I can have some of his lining to line it all and stuff. I mean, I've got lining for it, it's just there to coat it out. But he says, oh, stick a waterproof, you know, basically pond lining, line it with pond lining first, then put my fabric over the top, which will, you know, stop the pond lining ripping as easy when I'm forking through and stuff. So yeah, I'll be lining, doing all that tomorrow. I just focused on getting these slabs up here today. Not sure what to put in this bit, because as it's compost, compost is probably going to get here and everywhere a little bit, so don't know what to stick in this bit. Don't know whether to use stone or whether to just get some smaller slabs and squeeze some slabs in it. But yeah, I'll be lining all the sides tomorrow. Yeah, it was only a single thickness piece there, so I've kind of built all that side myself. Nice and sturdy, it ain't going anywhere. Yeah, it's quite sturdy. No, not really any play in it, apart from me fidgeting, but yeah, solid old girl. Not the levelest of things neither. This one slightly sticks out a little bit, probably about an inch further. But look, as you can tell, there's like an inch difference in the length. But I ain't bothered. It's a composter. Just having fun with it, really. But I was going to use the plastic, I call them Dalek composters. I was going to use them because I've got one behind there, which is full at the minute. I need to just take that out once I've done this. I've got two more over there that I was going to use, and a little bit of fire going. But yeah, they're too much maintenance too. You have to keep them more, like, they dry out far too quick from everything I've read, so I'm not really down here enough to be able to water them every other day in the summer. Hence the reason with my greenhouse and everything, I will be linking up a watering system from either this butt or the other butt, which will basically feed that throughout, well, drip feed it, because I've got proper bleed hose, it's called. I've got some bleed hose, so I'm going to be putting bleed hose all the way around there, one for my tomato plants, chilies, whatever I grow in there. My carrot bed, I need to get some hinges for this top, because yeah, I think it did have hinges, I think it just blew off. But yeah, so just getting the compost ready, because like I said, I've got down another plot. I basically built something similar to this down on my old plot, but basically that was a double one. But obviously being on this plot, I don't really need a double, so I've just thought, sod it, I'll just go for a single one. That's all I need. I don't, you know, I'll dig it. I don't mind digging it out. I might even leave that blank like that, so obviously when I come to turn it, I can dig it out onto this bit and then put it back in and turn it that way. But I've never really, when I've turned a compost, I've never really took it out. I've just like forked it back and then forked it forward, if such, you know, and done it like that. But yeah, no, it's coming along bit by bit. Just got to treat it up a little bit so it lasts a little bit longer. I believe the wood that I've framed it with and decorated it up with, I think 90% of that's tannalised anyway, but just getting some pond liner on that edge, yeah, just obviously preserve the wood a lot more for the years, really, next couple of years in that. And by putting the black pond line, you're holding the heat within the frame and stuff, so there is ventilation at the side where these panels come to. There's a gap in between, so there will be airflow through that back and side and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing elaborate, it's just a composter, but that's my creation of a compost heap. There was actually, if you look in previous videos, there was I had these two beds. You guys have probably seen it more from this angle, but there used to be a small shallow raised bed down there, only like a decking thick. But I've literally took that up because it was rotten anyway. Obviously that's why I'm having the fire at the moment, just to burn off a load of old offcuts and stuff. But yeah, so there was a raised bed there, but now obviously I've made that into my composting area. I've got a water behind there that I'm attaching to this. Got a big metal container that's going to sit behind this to obviously put stuff, you know, like your watering cans, things like that. But yeah, no, it don't look too shabby. Yeah, it's not shabby, but yeah, it's coming on. But yeah, so I just thought I'd come down today, just try and get an hour in. I was going to line all that today and do it, but I thought, you know what, I've done 2 days of it, building it, so give it a rest. But yeah, so fire going. It's all too wet at the minute here to be doing very much, so all of this kind of ain't going to move until it dries up a little bit, really. Obviously, yeah, fire's raging. Need to put some more wood in there, actually. But yeah, it's coming on slowly. I actually had a gentleman the other day that said, you know, gentleman over there actually on that plot. He was stood there last night. He were having a fight last night. Stood there talking, and he went, "Oh, I can't believe how good your cabbage are." He said they look ridiculously healthy. Like, apparently these are over there somewhere. But yeah, I don't think his Brussels are looking too healthy though. He did have everything covered over, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, he said to me, he says, "I can't believe how nice your cabbage look." He said, like, veins and everything look really healthy. So, taking his word for it, because I'll be honest with you, I've never grew cabbage before, to be honest. So, yeah, it stays permanently covered over. My onions are coming up lovely again. But yeah, I just thought I'd come down, burn some bits and bobs off, and yeah, and then go home a bit later. Oh, that was a bit big. A little bit big, but hey, let's get some fire going. Just want to burn it off, guys, to be honest. There's too much excess wood and crap lying around. Probably a bad move stacking it like that, but if it falls out, it falls out. I ain't too bothered. Just pick it up, start again. Oh, that was hot. So yeah, don't really stack it. You shouldn't really stack it like that, but I haven't really got the time. I've got this little pile down here to burn off, and then on my way home. But yeah, so just general tidy around at the minute. Just try and get all this area tidied up as well. It has been looking a little bit messy up here just recently. I can tell piles. Yeah, just bits and bobs. So yeah, so everything's coming along just nicely. I think I've actually had a squirrel or something sitting here eating an apple, because he's done it all over my decking, the sod. But yeah, so it's just starting to like really fine rain down here at the minute. So I'm literally going to have a nice cup of tea. Oh God, I can't even lock this lock now. Oh bother, that's it. But yeah, we're going to have a nice cup of tea and booger off home, I think. But I've got my AstroTurf I'm going to be laying over here for my daughter to play on. Like I say, half of that is sturdy, so I know that first half, probably the size of the actual bit of AstroTurf I've got, to be honest with you, it will just make a nice little grassy area. That's going to be my daughter's garden. So yeah, it's all fun and games. Kettle's nearly boiled, not far off. So yeah, but the main purpose of me uploading really is just to show you the compost heap that I've been creating. It's all backed off as well, proper, you know. I try to do a nice job, but can't always get them level. Let's be honest, it's a compost, it don't need to be level. But yeah, just one pallet was an inch bigger than the other one, which I didn't realise till after, but I'm not going to dismantle it just for the sake of an inch, for crying out loud. Like, so yeah, but I mean, if you guys have got any suggestions of what to cover this over with, because it is just plain soil underneath and I don't really want weeds to keep coming through, so anyone's got any suggestions for me, please, you know, leave it in the comments for me as to what I could put in that space there. You know, it is a compost heap, so I am going to have to put a wheelbarrow on here and stuff, and, you know, do bits and bobs. I'm going to probably take all this out, actually, all this as well, and bring it in so it's straight off the path onto here. Because at the minute I'm having to step over, which is going to be a pain with a wheelbarrow to keep bringing over. So if you guys have got, literally, like I say, any suggestions on what I could create in that area, then please feel free to leave a comment so I can get some ideas, because at the minute I'm a bit torn what to put there. I don't know what to do. Someone said grass. Someone said one of the other members that were over there. He said, "Why don't you grass it?" But yeah, I don't really fancy the idea of having to cut grass anymore. I did enough of that on my old plot, so I'm not going to do grass on this plot, so yeah, don't mention grass please, because that's out of the equation. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. Thought I'd give you a quick upload, and I'm going to go get my cup of tea and bugger off home, to be honest with you. Look at that, my shed looks like it's on fire. Kettle's boiling, look. That is literally where the kettle is. Right, see you soon guys. Take care. Bye bye.